What's up? It's your buddy Mark. I seen the other day that Royce, I guess, talked to Lord Jamar, and now Lord Jamar said that him and Eminem are cool. And I thought about doing a video on it, but the video I saw was so quick. But I heard Jamar said, yeah, tell them they're cool. And then he said, or before he said that, he said, now that the Vlad shit's over. So now that had me thinking, Vlad shit, what happened between you two? It's like, so now I gotta know. Did they have a fight? Did these two lovebirds break up? And I got my start on YouTube because Lord Jamar just got so under my skin, running his mouth, and I would post on Facebook about it. Nobody gave a fuck. A lot of my friends are married with kids, and they have a lot of female friends. And this isn't like a diss against Lord Jamar. Nobody knew who he was, and just nobody cared. So I made a YouTube video about it to finally, I don't know, talk about it. And anyway, so that's how I got started on YouTube. And I hate Vlad, I hate Jamar, and let's see what happened. The Vlad shit is over. What do they mean by that? Let's find out. This video is called 5 Reasons Why DJ Vlad is Canceled Forever. That makes me very happy. Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Mason, Royce the 5'9", gets on code. Alright, no more talk. Let's see what happened. Vlad, what'd you do? Oh, sorry.
Decision has been made. DJ Vlad is canceled. So go ahead and speak on it. Recently, Royce the 5'9", Lord Jamar, Godfrey, and my son all decided they won't be supporting Vlad anymore because he continues
to Vlad?
Black leaders. This time,
I ain't never seen what he looks like this whole entire time. Look at him, he goofy fuck. Not that I should be talking about looks, but this is a guy that knows so much about black culture and blah blah blah. Whatever, I mean, let's keep going.
It was Minister Farrakhan. While conducting an interview with comedian D.L. Hughley, Vlad misquoted Minister Farrakhan, and people who actually watched the speech by Farrakhan knew from the jump that Vlad was lying, and an uprising started from there.
Just the minister.
After some pressure from Lord Jamar, Vlad changed the title of the video and edited the video, but
Look at
still
this goofball.
refused to apologize unless Minister Farrakhan sat down with him. Now, I don't know why Vlad...
He said he'd only apologize unless the minister sat down with him. Can you say blackmail? Yeah, I'll say I'm sorry. Just come on my show so I make some more fucking free money. You don't blackmail a minister. That's bad karma. Look at him. I never knew he looked like such a goofball. and you know, he's always talking, especially with Lord Jamar, about culture vultures and black history and how Eminem doesn't belong. You're whiter than I am. And when I first started YouTube, everyone always asked me, who the fuck are you to talk about hip-hop? You know, being a white kid, or what qualifies me? And that's it. Nothing qualifies me. Just 38. I'm listening since I was 13. It's 25 years I'm listening to hip-hop. I've seen a lot of rappers come and go. I've listened to all different types of rap music. And Snoop and Dre got me into rap, like a lot of suburban kids. But then after that, after like Tupac died, when Nas came out with If I Ruled the World, I got really deep into Nas, and they led me to Mobb Deep. And then eventually that led me to Wu-Tang. I grew up listening to some like real, that's hip hop in my mind. Like what I just named, Nas, Mobb Deep, and the Wu-Tang Clan. Mobb Deep though, man. My first CD, making the switch from cassette to CD, was the MOBB. Anyway, back to this.
Thought he could demand such a thing, but of course, he is not about to use Minister Farrakhan to bring more views to his channel, like he's done with everybody else.
I love it.
He's so greedy. He literally gets millions of views each month from all of the content on his channel, and the guy wants to continue to find ways to make money off the backs of black people, when he clearly has a problem with the people he's eating off of. The outrage has continued to grow now for weeks.
Couldn't happen a nicer guy.
And Lord Jamar told Vlad if he didn't apologize, they would no longer go on his channel. Godfrey and Lord Jamar both bring lots of views to Vlad for free, and Lord Jamar has helped to...
That always drove me crazy. Lord Jamar, why would you do that? Why would you go and talk all this shit, get you all this negative press to make Vlad money? You're not making a cent. If it was being split 50-50, I can understand. Even if you got a cut, you did it for nothing. So Lord Jamar, you're still an idiot too.
Solidify Vlad's platform so much that it's made Vlad a millionaire. And now
Millionaire?
Vlad feels Lord Jamar can be replaced. So now that we have the background, let's get into 5 reasons why DJ Vlad is canceled forever.
Look at that face.
Number 1, Vlad is a culture vulture. Vlad has made millions and
Yo,
millions of...
he just called Vlad a culture vulture. I was talking about the people he's called a culture vulture. Oh man. What goes around comes around. I'm so happy you finally got someone that fucking deserved it.
Dollars making mixtapes, films, TV shows, conducting interviews, and creating all this content covering black artists. Yet he doesn't give anything to the community or the people he's been using to make them rich.
Of course not.
All he gives is disrespect and continues to take, withdrawing from the community. Take a listen to what Dame Dash had to say.
Ooh.
That's why you see dudes like Vlad TV and Adam 20.
Just in case anyone knows who Dame Dash was, he was Jay-Z's partner for a lot of it till kind of recently. I think it was 10 years ago, but they were tight, and I don't really know exactly what went down with them, but he helped build. He was a big part of Rockefeller Records. Him and Jay-Z built that shit together. Sorry, just for anyone who doesn't know.
They want to say that I'm disrespectful or humble me because I question why they're even speaking on my culture. I'm difficult. I'm on a blacklist for even speaking.
They blackballed him.
I'll never want. That's the I don't like, man. This narrative they try to create.
I wouldn't even recognize him, boy. He's all in a blunt.
He is aware of his self-worth and demands respect for his culture.
It kills me not to smoke on my channel, but I won't do it.
That's crazy. And that's what it's been with me the whole time. Oh, he's a black man that speaks up for himself? He's crazy. There's a black man that don't let white people rob him and talk to him any old kind of way? I'm nuts. Come on, man, y'all nuts. Balls. Letting weak motherfuckers and nerds tell you what to do.
Alright, so not only did Dame Dash have a problem with him, many people have had
I'm
problems
enjoying
with
this
him,
too much.
including the family of Bankroll Fresh. His uncle also came out and called Vlad a culture vulture in an open letter. Bankroll Fresh was an Atlanta rapper that was taken out March 2016 after an altercation with childhood friend and fellow Atlanta rapper, No Plug. The family offered to do an interview with Vlad, Bankroll's mother or father, but instead, Vlad goes and get the same guy, No Plug, who was allegedly responsible for what happened to Bankroll, and did an interview with him. Around that time, the whole community was coming together to protest cops and supporting the family of Alton Sterling. Bankroll's uncle said that he believed that Vlad strategically dropped the No Plug interview to highlight black-on-black crime and to undermine our fight for justice for victims of police brutality. Now, the family hated that interview. That's because No Plug showed no remorse, and it was just a bunch of laughing going on. Here's a piece of the open letter.
I love it when someone that I never liked gets exposed, because I've hated Vlad for a long time. I've said it in so many interviews, not interviews, on YouTube videos. I don't want this video to be too long, so I keep stop talking.
Vlad by Bankroll Fresh's uncle. He says you're worse than Harvey Levin over at TMZ, but most of you cats who make money from black people stick together. Y'all always trying to get money out the hood one way or another. Corner store or rap label, covering urban culture or making black movies for black people. But you don't give about us. You're worse than the police because you're killing us slowly with the crap you feed our youth every day. Just so you can get traffic and views because that's the new guns and butter. Advertising dollars for unique visitors. You think we're stupid.
You piece of shit.
Since the Hip Hop Nation co-signs you and every other idiot who wants to be seen or wants to remain relevant jumps in front of your camera on some step and fetch it stuff and take us back 50 years in morals and principle. The uncle went on to say more and more about Vlad. So Vlad is a culture vulture along with Adam 22, and they should all be canceled.
Adam 22, what'd he do? I don't really know him that well. I've seen a couple interviews with him, but like, I know a lot more about Vlad than Adam.
Vlad is an agent. Allegedly. You can't deny all of the people who sit down with Vlad and that interview leads to them being taken out or being indicted. This is because Vlad has tactics very similar to the authorities, where he stirs up beef with these guys and get them to take each other out, or they self-incriminate themselves.
He always would be like feeding Jamar so what do you think about Eminem's new song? He could not interview Lord Jamar without him mentioning Eminem and starting some shit every time. I said that 1,000 times too.
With his line of questioning, the transcripts of their interviews are then used as evidence in court. Vlad's defense is that he's not making people say these things, but he knows how to question people to get them to give him the information he wants. On top of that, half of the time, Vlad is...
I don't want to keep pausing, but there's like a questionable shooting, or you heard about a shooting, or like back when the 50 Cent Ja Rule shit was going on. It's an interview, I think maybe he had Tony Yayo on there, about the stabbing. Or no, I think it was the guy that stabbed Tony Yayo only in like his hand. He was fine. He got 3 stitches. Dude from Murder Inc. I forget his name because he's a fucking nobody. Black Child. I remember the story. They came in, shut the lights off, and started stabbing people. And they tried to say that 50 of them snitched. They stabbed the DJ who had nothing to do with nothing. And of course, he called the police to get some money out of it. He had nothing to do with nothing. He didn't even know 50 of them. You get stabbed for no reason. If you get stabbed for no reason, I'd be suing too. If I took a DJ job and all of a sudden I'm being stabbed by the rapper's enemies.
To people with no formal media training or common sense. And it's been a rumor for years that Vlad is clicked in with law enforcement. Number 3, Vlad is always overstepping his boundaries. Every time you turn around, DJ Vlad is getting into black folks' business. I mean, who invited him to the cookout? Because ever since, he's been doing way too much. In 2019, he basically launched an anti-reparations campaign on Vlad TV, trying to undermine black people and slavery. And this is pretty much routine for him. He's always offering his 2 cents in black folks' issues that has nothing to do with him. And he also had a former black female employee who filed a lawsuit against him, alleging that he was overstepping his boundaries. She worked for him for a number of years. She alleged that during her employment, Vlad made racially and sexually inappropriate comments to her. For example, on one occasion, Vlad asked her if she found an office chair uncomfortable. She told him that the chair did not fit someone of her size. He allegedly responded by saying you should get butt shots or whatever it is women are putting into their behinds these days. In another instance, he told her as a woman, your only purpose in life is to have children. Additionally, he directed her to post stereotypical representation. That's sexist and absolutely horrible, but I didn't hear it racist though. Not to stick up for him. On numerous occasions, despite the fact that the content made her uncomfortable. When she complained, she was told that the content on the website was not for her, so she should not be offended by it. She also felt mistreated, and when she confronted him about it, Vlad told her that racism isn't as bad anymore. Interracial marriage is legal, and black people aren't slaves anymore. The woman also said that she was subjected to sexually inappropriate... You can't say shit like that. You fucking retarded. Yeah, it's true. Black people aren't slaves no more, but still, it wasn't that long. I don't know. Like, I know that like nowadays kids are being taught to be like almost ashamed of being white, and they should feel like guilty for it. I don't agree with that, but you know, but you can't go around saying like you can't do what he did, you know. Conduct by a man associated with a musician that was being interviewed by Vlad. A member of a rapper's entourage touched her and made sexual comments. When she complained about the man's conduct to Vlad, she said that he berated her. The woman filed 3 complaints and had a lot to say about Vlad. So Vlad should definitely be canceled. I'm tired of him overstepping his boundaries. Which brings us to number 4. Vlad constantly disrespects black icons and black people in general. 2 in particular, Dr. Sabi and Minister Farrakhan. Black don't fuck with the minister. White, black, don't fuck with the minister. Including medical racism black women have been enduring, neglecting pregnant black women, and just losing way too many people from childbirth at alarming rates. Not to mention illnesses and diseases that black people are getting at a higher rate. Dr. Sebi was doing his work in the States and Honduras for decades, focusing on healing with a holistic approach. Pharmaceuticals and the medical industry have been after him forever because teaching people to eat right to prevent or get rid of issues threatens their whole industry. By the way, Vlad gets advertising dollars from pharmaceuticals who sponsor his platform to promote HIV medicine to our people. So he's also clicked in with the medical industry. This is why there is no surprise that he has continued to attack Dr. Sebi for all of these years. He has also been attacking Minister Louis Farrakhan. This is mostly because Vlad is a Russian Jew, but Vlad also says he's an atheist. It just never makes any sense, but he most definitely has an issue with Farrakhan. This is why he's decided to lie on him during a DL Hughley interview to get DL to say something negative about Farrakhan or to condemn him, as the white media has been doing for decades. But Vlad's goal ultimately is to turn black people against a person who's speaking up for black people since before most of us were even born. Not only is he a culture vulture that disrespects our leaders, but he is stubborn about it because he doesn't want to apologize. But if we said something about the group that he identifies with, we have to lose our jobs, apologize, and still won't even get our job back. Look at Nick Cannon.
Another dude I hate.
5. Vlad thinks he doesn't need the black community. After Vlad offended his audience that mostly consists of black men,
you can start interviewing rock stars after years interviewing the hip hop community. They're not going to take you in after this.
To apologize for lying on Farrakhan. Take a listen to what Lord Jamar had to say.
Basically, yesterday, Godfrey and I had a discussion with this man. And it was like, yo, bro, either you're gonna apologize to the minister or we not with you no more.
Wow, good for you, Jamar, for once.
Like, we gotta stand in solidarity with our people. You know what I mean? We gotta be on code the same way you was on code, Vlad. You're gonna automatically be on code with your people.
Jamar, he kind of strikes me as someone that's not too fond of white people the way he's talking about Eminem. So I always thought it was weird. It's like, why does he like Vlad so much? Because I always knew Vlad was white. I know he's so corny looking, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. Jamar, maybe he's not as bad as I thought, but the whole guest in hip hop with Eminem really drove me crazy. I've hated him for this last year.
But no, you don't even really practice that. So guess what? We're gonna be on code with our people. So today, so what did he say?
Jamar is down for his people.
He's not apologizing. All right, well, you've now lost 2 of your biggest draws to your channel. Now, right now, he's saying, oh, I had the biggest month ever, you know, without certain people on the channel. And I was one of them. I wasn't on the channel this past month. But he's saying he had his biggest month.
Of course you gotta say something like that. People always do that shit.
We'll see now, okay? Because I know for a fact, I personally brought mad was on there.
It's like Trump, he said a couple of days after he got COVID and got the medicine, he said he felt better than he did in 20 years. People say shit like that. Vlad said he had the best month he's ever had since these two left the show. People lie to make themselves... People lie. That's all there is to it. People lie.
Wouldn't have interviewed with him until they see me on.
So there it is. Vlad feels like he's made all this money off black people. He's used black people to get to where he is, and now he feels like he's already there. He doesn't need us anymore. So this is why he can disrespect us and continue to tarnish our image on his platform, because he feels like he can do that to us, considering that he's not losing anything. So black men and even the black women who may watch Vlad as well, it's time to get on code. Do not watch another one of his videos. He's done. Over. If you're subscribed to his channel, go ahead and unsubscribe.
I'd say nice seeing you, but never saw you till now.
Canceled too, so they are reprimanded for going against us. And you have got to find other black content creators to support. Right now, unsubscribe to Vlad, and then go subscribe to 5 other related channels from black content creators, and watch their videos instead.
Subscribe to me.
To Lord Jamar. Subscribe to Godfrey. Do the research.
I'm not subscribing to Lord Jamar.
To support support. So there it is. We gave you the 5 reasons why DJ Vlad is canceled forever. Now it's time for you to speak.
I don't want to cut it short, but this video's getting long.
Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click that notification.
Okay, that's about it. This video is hitting 20 minutes. I was really hoping to make it about 15. But, alright, so I don't want to really talk too much more. I'm not subscribing to Lord Jamar. I'm not forgiving him that easy. Eminem shouldn't either. Just because he told Royce, me and him are cool now. Eminem shouldn't bury the hatchet that fast, that easy. But, I don't think he wants to beef with Lord Jamar. He was a big Brand Nubian fan growing up. He loves Grand Poobah. He even gave him a shout out in one of his, and Music to be Murdered by. Alright, this video's got long, so I'm gonna shut up. Hope y'all like that. I was very curious about why Jamar said, now the Vlad shit's over, and now I know. And I'm happy I found out. Alright, peace.